For more information, check out my blog, silviaquirosblog.com. Click right here. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we're gonna do the next carnival look. This time we are drawing this beautiful exotic flower in our face, and just half of our face. It has a little bit more detail, so it's gonna be a little bit longer video. So we're gonna go ahead right away and start with the foundation. I'm not gonna concentrate much on the foundation and concealer and all that stuff that we really know how to do it. I'm just gonna show you quickly that I apply my foundation and tapping motion from the central to the borders, blending out the jawline, the ears, the growth of the hairline on top of my head, and all of that. I'm gonna warm it up a little bit with my fingers to really incorporate the foundation into my skin. And then I'm gonna move right away into the concealer. I'm gonna apply mostly on my dark circle areas and some areas that I want to conceal, obviously. Blending really well. Next is going to be take a darker concealer and cream also. I'm gonna use it to contour my face. I'm gonna use just a little bit. I'm gonna apply it on the hollows of my cheeks and a little bit on the temples and my jawline. Once we have this done, we're gonna move right away to the eyes. We're not gonna set it right now. Gonna start by priming my lids with an eye primer. Gonna apply it on my lids and a tapping motion spread it all over my lid and the bottom lash line. And right away with a jumbo pencil in white, I'm gonna start creating the design. First of all, I'm gonna apply this pencil all over my lid until the arch of the eyebrow and blend it with a blending brush, with a synthetic brush, and create a nice smooth area. And with the same brush, I'm gonna start creating big shape of the flower designer. Don't worry if it's not too good, because at this point you can erase it and apply it again. So don't worry. I will suggest to have somewhere else been draw this design previously, so you know where you're doing or where to look at to see if the design is going well. That's what I'm looking all the time to my left, your left, my right. And once we have the rough edge, we don't need something too detailing. We're gonna fill in just a bit, just the borders, because the rest is going to be with the other colors. Then I'm gonna take the black version of the same jumbo, and I'm gonna apply first of all on the eyebrow from the design side. And also I'm gonna give some touches here and there just to start creating some shadows, but just a little bit, really roughly. We'll set all this product afterwards, so don't worry, it won't really move at the end. But right now it's really like greasy type of pencil, so we need to be careful and don't touch it much. Gonna blend it just a little bit to make sure I get it as much incorporated as I can. Now I'm gonna take my Maqpro palette product, and I'm gonna take this red beautiful cream product, and I'm gonna start creating the inner part of the flower part, design, which is the reddish type of thing. So I'm gonna create streaks from the central to the borders or the each flower part, creating the intensity and the thickness in the inner part, and start creating faded out type of lines once I get into the end of the flowers for the flower. Just roughly, we don't need something intense. Remind that one of the part of the flower goes into your lid, so we'll do a different design there, but make sure you don't forget this part right here. As you can see, it's very rough, but it starts showing the flower. Now I'm going to take from the same palette, I'm going to take the cream product. I'm going to apply it in the inner part of my lid, upper and lower, just halfway. We will set afterwards with some bright pink, but now I'm gonna blend it a little bit like that. Now I'm gonna take the primer color palette by Slick Makeup. I'm gonna take the green, and I'm gonna use this product to start creating the leaves of this flower. I'm gonna do 2 on the upper part and 1 in the bottom. Just again, we are just doing a rough design yet. So just make sure that you decide where to put it, and that's the only thing you need to be concerned right now. The bottom sleeve is going to be a little bit harder because it's for the position of your face. It won't let you to see completely, but don't worry for this because it's going to be underneath, so it's fine even if you can avoid this lip. Now I'm going to take from the same primer palette by Sleek Makeup, the pink and the red, and we're going to start creating incorporation blend out on the inner part of the flower. So I'm going to mix both the products and I'm going to start blending it into the red that we applied previously, and we're going to concentrate on apply it on the borders of this red, just to start creating this blend out effect. And you can blend it a little bit, but don't worry because we're going to apply powder shadows on top, and that will make the effect of blend it out. But as you can see, I also concentrate just on the end of the red to start creating this degradation of tone, the degradation of tone. As you can see, I'm doing kind of curved designs to the leaves of the flower because we want to give that 3D effect. Now with the gold tone from the same primer palette, I'm going to apply it on the top, the upper part of the leaves, just to start creating nice like lighting effect. But afterwards I will have to apply other products because I covered them with eyeshadow, but don't worry. We're gonna do this to start seeing how the leaves will look at the end. Now I'm going to take the bright pink, bright green eyeshadow that I told you before, and I'm going to set the cream product that I applied on the inner part of the lid. I didn't go farther than just 1/3 into the lid, upper and lower, and I'm going to blend it out to create nice, smooth, incorporate part here. And now I'm going to take from the matte, ultra matte palette by Sleek Makeup, the pale tone, which is kind of white, off-white, something like that, and I'm gonna start setting the white parts of the makeup. Afterwards, I'm gonna take a more bright, beautiful white tone, but right now I'm gonna set it with this matte one. I'm just going to set that where the white is still white, so the outer part of the design, okay? Just set the pencil to don't let it move, so we can continue with our design without problem. Now I'm going to take from the same palette the fuchsia bright pink, and I'm going to apply it on the inner part of the red part of the design. The rest is going to be a blend out with a softer pink, but for now, to give intensity, we can apply this bright fuchsia on the central. Accumulating on focus on leaving that intensity of this color on the inner part. And don't forget to do the wibbling light type of curve design, otherwise we will lose this 3D effect, the volume effect that we are giving it. Now I'm going to take the both greens, they are on the same ultra matte Sleek Makeup palette, and I'm going to use it to start giving some nice color and setting the leaves. So I'm going to apply the lighter on the outer part, blending toward the central with an angled brush, and I'm going to use the darker to create a little bit of border, and also to start giving nice shape underneath of the leaves that it has, going to have like palm type of leaves. As you can see, we will use a blackish shadow afterwards to create a shaper end in here, but for now we wanted to give rough shape underneath. Use an angled brush, it will help you to create this leaves effect. So now we're gonna go, as I said, with the black, and we're going to start giving some definition to the entire makeup. First of all, I'm going to set the black parts of the makeup, the eyebrow and a little bit underneath of the flower. And then I'm going to start like creating the borders of the design. Don't go overboard and use this black in the entire border of the design, because it will ruin the like realistic type of finish. Just apply somewhere here and there. As I told you before, remember that one of the flower leaves goes into the lid, so I'm going to create an upper and lower liner just to make like shadow to incorporate that design into my lid, into my eye. I will line it up afterwards, but for now I think it's enough like that. And you see there that I mark the lid, flower lid, that it goes into my lid, flower part. And I'm gonna give here and there some details. Also, I'm gonna give a little bit of black into the inner part of the redness, just to start creating this depth. This has to be roughly, because as I told you before, we're gonna move to apply black eyeliner later on to create more detailed finish. But this is like a base for this eyeliner, so we have some smoother shadows here and there. See how well it's coming together. Now I'm gonna take the bright tone that I told you before that's going to be beautiful and much more nicer. This is an eyeshadow that is created for highlighting, so I'm gonna apply it on same areas of the white, not in the entire white, because then it will ruin this beautiful eyeshadow by applying all over it. So I'm gonna concentrate to apply it in the center of the white area, not in the entire white area, just to give a nice highlighting part effect, and leave the rest with the previous white that we apply from the Ultra Matte palette. Once we have this one, we're gonna go back with the semi-shadow palette, and I'm gonna take the pale pink as I told you before, and I'm gonna use it to blend it out and incorporate the bright tones that I've been using on the flowers, and I'm gonna concentrate by applying on the outer parts, okay? Now with the same bright white highlight and eyeshadow that I applied on the flower, I'm going to use it to retouch the highlighting of the leaves. As I told you before, we cover them with the green eyeshadow, so now it needs to reapply a little bit more. Now I'm going to take the gel liner. Now is the part which is going to create more sharpness and detail into the design. First of all, I'm going to line the upper and lower lash line design that we create right here just to create a nice intense part. And afterwards, I'm going to start creating shaper borders on the design to make them much needed and tied up. Again, don't go overboard and apply in entire borders of the design, because then it will get overcrowded with this effect, and it really won't do much of the effect that we are looking for. So as you can see, I'm concentrating to apply it on the more small detail part, like the pointing ends of the flower, the inner part of the flower, and also I'm going to use this eyeliner to create the type of inner part of the flower, the shape that we wanted. We want something come up from the flower, like the center of the flower, so I'm going to give a rough shape. Afterwards, I'm going to apply the same green cream product that I applied on the inner part of the lid, just to give a different tone inside there. From here and there, I will suggest not to dip into the product and just work with the left product that is in your brush, so you can create smaller and softer details and control a little bit more the black product that we're applying, because sometimes it can get overboard, as I say. Now I'm gonna go back with red cream product that we applied the first of all the red products, and I'm gonna go with a small pointing brush, eyeliner brush, and start creating some small dots here and there on the flowers, mostly on the white part, just to create this tropical exotic flower effect. Now I'm going to take the darker one, and I'm going to, from the same palette, and I'm going to blend out this black eyeliner I created before. So we're gonna make a transition from the redness to the blackness with this really dark deep red. Now it's time to give the nice green tone to inner part, as I told you before. Just apply a little bit to create contrast. And if you need to, you can reshape with a black eyeliner afterwards. Now I'm gonna go back with a black eyeshadow, and just blend out a little bit the black parts of the design, just to incorporate to skin, so it doesn't look like a stick that you put it on your face, that is actually incorporated. Now I'm going to take a black color and line the waterline to crease intensity. And I'm going to take a glitter, pink glitter, just to give a nice carnival effect and apply here and there. This is completely optional, you don't need to do it, but I think it looks marvelous. Now I'm going to move to the other eye, applying a glitter glue to create a nice base for my pigment. And I'm using Opal Pink by MAC, which is a beautiful light white type of pigment with pink reflections. And then I'm going to create a normal eyeliner with a black gel eyeliner. As thin, as long, as thick as you like. Then I'm going to do my eyebrows. Not so strong because this part is quite soft makeup. Then I'm going to curl my lashes and apply mascara. You can apply 1 or 2 coats as you feel like. Now I'm going to set the entire makeup with a loose powder, even in the flower design. Make sure you're doing quite softly and gently on the flower design. Once we have this settled down, I'm going to take a pinky highlighting type of blush, apply it on top of my cheeks. And I'm going to give a nice nude lip gloss type of creamy lipstick product into my lips. And we are done. This is our 6th Carnival makeup. I think it's very beautiful. It has a little bit of job into it, but as you can see, if we were with highlighting some products and colors, we don't need to be professional in drawing. So I hope you liked it. I hope you will try this Carnival. Thanks so much for spending some time with me. As always, I'm going to leave right here the direct link so you can check it out, the close-up pictures and also the entire list of products that I used to create this look tutorial. And I'm going to leave you also a couple of previous Carnival tutorials, so if you decide to do something else, I'm gonna leave you a fantasy navy blue and also the bird, the exotic bird. So thanks so much and see you next one. Bye!